And that's your employee number? Can I see the back of it? You?
Just a minute.
Huh? How about you guys?
I don't have one. He doesn't have. We're with the sheriff's posse.
Sheriff's posse. What's that?
It's a volunteer group.
Oh, okay.
Those of you who have followed my channel for a long time know that I personally refer to myself as one of the people. Why do you think that is, folks? Welcome back to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. Many newer channels will refer to themselves as citizens. That's when you know they're still learning and kind of new to this. You'll often see it in their titles and their thumbnails, and you'll also hear them call themselves that in the videos. When you hear that or see that, let them know in the comment section. That way they don't lead other folks down the wrong path. Because when you're a citizen, you fall under their jurisdiction. These deputies had an inspection warrant but still did the drive of shame. Why do you think that is, folks? Is this what happens when you know your rights? Again, we bring you a newer channel. This time it's Ralph Riley's channel. Make sure to subscribe to him. I'll drop the links in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you might want to do that now. All the newest channels know where to send their video links to, and that's recordpolicenow@gmail.com. Copy your links and paste them there. Let's watch this video to see how this man stands his ground and sent these deputies on their merry way. Here we go, folks.
They're vetted by the sheriff's department.
Okay. Can you turn that over, please? Oh, okay. Nothing there. Okay. Yeah. No.
No.
You're not going to violate my rights.
Well,
As you take notice of my signs under Title 18, Section 242, deprivation of rights under the code of law.
Okay.
Because there's more than one of you now, that becomes conspiracy, which is a felony.
Go for it.
Huh? Oh well. So, you do what you got to do. I'm standing my ground. God told me to do this.
The greatest power that we have is the power of peaceful non-compliance. When government becomes tyrannical, the people of God have a duty to not comply. Our rights come from the nature of our creation. Liberty is not a gift that we secure for ourselves. It is an obligation to our children, our grandchildren, our nieces and nephews, neighbors, and future generations. We have authority as the creators of government to control our creation, to set it back on the path to secure our rights. We have a power, an obligation, a posterity waiting for us to say, we will not comply so that you will be free. All we need now is for you to be willing to stand. If you stand with me, you are not alone. United, we have a chance to fight without bloodshed. But every time we comply, we establish a future where our own children will not have that option. Keep watching, folks.
God gave us man dominion over the earth. In Genesis 1, 26 to 28. And I'm standing my ground. And you've been given notice.
Do you mind if I read your sign?
No, feel free. And when you do return, make sure you bring the trespass fee. And everything is backed up with what I just gave them by Supreme Court case law and codes. I'm also an American State National, and I'm a secured party creditor. I'm not a citizen. I'm not a resident.
So what are you again?
I'm a man,
Yeah.
a natural man,
Yeah,
on the land,
I get that.
under common law.
Mm-hmm.
These statutes, codes, and acts only apply to governmental employees, and I'm not one of them. And my status has been corrected, and I've given them notice of it. So, and it's $8,000 per person, payable in silver coinage. Trespass fee. I don't know whether you realize it or not, but now when you made that statement at the office that you would have to check with the county supervisors.
No, I don't need to check the county supervisor.
Well, that's what you told me you would do, and you would do what they told you to do.
I said
Now you've just implicated them on this also.
I see. Okay. Well, as they represent the county, then I guess, you know, we're all county. We all talk to each other.
Yeah. I tried to be nice and say we need to learn to coexist here. But I will not be bullied.
Okay. I hear you.
Okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
I've given you my all my paperwork. I would suggest reading that over clearly.
Okay. Well, we'll give it over to county council. They're the ones that handle that.
Yeah. Okay. Now that it's become 241 conspiracy, and that falls under RICO.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Just so you've been given fair notice.
Okay.
And I've served you notice.
All right.
So you guys have a wonderful day. I told you that I have a allodial land patent on this property. It's a treaty signed with the President of the United States back in 1983. Okay. And treaties are not meant to be broken. So you do what you feel you got to do.
What law enforcement do you recognize? Just asking.
Sure. He's the only one. He's a constitutional sheriff.
The sheriff is supposed to be our most important ally in the securing of our rights because the sheriff is a constitutionally elected representative of the people, not the state, county, nor federal government. It is his duty by oath to secure our rights, not to blindly enforce the law. If there is one office that we can take back control of to secure our rights, it is the sheriff's office. The sheriff has an authority to deny enforcement of laws, local, state, or federal, that do not secure our rights. Make sure to vote out every sheriff that isn't a constitutional sheriff. Keep watching.
And I accepted his oath. Did you take an oath?
Yeah, I did.
I accept your oath. Did you take an oath? I accept your oath. And I've asked you, gentlemen, and I've accepted your oath.
County, I took an oath.
There you go. To the Constitution. Uphold the Constitution of the United States of America.
So,
Okay. Well, what you're doing violates your oath.
not according to county council.
That's because you work for a private for-profit corporation, foreign owned. That's a fact. And I could prove it in court. In 1946, they did the Administrative Act. You might want to read that. It took all governments, states, counties, cities, even courthouses, and put them under incorporation with a Dun & Bradstreet number. And they're all subsidiaries of a foreign-owned District of Columbia corporation. So,
Interesting.
the fact. And I can prove it in a court of law.
Has anybody done that before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where was that at?
All over the United States.
No place in specific?
Well, it's
That
been,
could be researched, in other words?
yeah, you could just research it anywhere on the internet. Yeah. You
There's
know.
adjudicated court cases?
Oh, yeah. It's all in that paperwork that I handed him and I tried to give to you. I mean, you could have it so, for your own knowledge.
I have to do my own research. You know how that goes.
Well, no, I understand that, but this is a good guidance to go by. Oh, another thing my legal counsel also told me is that you guys need to prove ownership of this property.
I don't want to be rude. I don't need it. I'll look it up.
Okay.
You can trust me. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Keep that in our declaration reports.
What's that?
Keep that in our declaration reports. According to the county assessor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already done that.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to prove the ownership. See, because I have superior title to this with my allodial land patent. Which takes me out of jurisdiction. That's why I can do whatever I want on this piece of property. And I'm not required to pay property taxes or get building permits.
Is anybody?
Huh?
Is anybody?
Citizens are. Government employees are. The statute, codes, and acts only apply to the government. The corporate citizens. And I'm not one of them. So, this is where we stand.
Not a problem.
Ball's in your court. Okay. Any further action, and then I'll follow.
Okay. Good.
Good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah. You have a good day too. Roll down your window, please. I have a question. You are therefore commanded to enter and inspect the entire premises of the county. Interior of multi-story resident structure. What would that be? And the lawful definition of resident, because the legal one is a tenant of a lord's land. So I've never seen a two-story tenant before. Okay. With that claim, that's why you have to show ownership.
Alright folks, before I let you go and subscribe to Ralph Riley's channel, I want to tell you about Sheriff Brad Rogers from Elkhart, Indiana. He stood up to the federal government. The FDA and the USDA were raiding farmers trying to seize milk and cheese. He wrote a letter to the FDA and the USDA and told them to come bail out their agents if they step foot in his county again without seeking his permission to do what they were doing. Since then, there hasn't been another problem from them in the county he's elected to protect. Doesn't it seem like the federal government is always trying to bribe the sheriff's office with toys and money to enforce unconstitutional mandates? Don't let that happen, folks. Remember what I said. Vote out these sheriffs who are not constitutional sheriffs. Start voting in sheriffs who promise to uphold the Constitution. And if they don't do that, vote them out. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to drop Ralph Riley's original link in the description and in the pinned comment. Before I let you guys go, I'm going to give you the First Amendment of the Constitution. You have freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom to assemble, and freedom to petition your government for a redress of grievances. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell as well. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.